Let's talk a little bit about Sheldon Richardson before we move on. So now there are some reports where he is talking to the Saints, the Chargers, and the Lions. Again, what do you think happens with Sheldon Richardson? Do you think there's still a chance that he comes back? Obviously money is going to be the determining factor.
It is. I think, Dave, this has gone pretty much the way I had expected it to, is that he and his agent were going to go out and kind of do a tour of the NFL and see what fits and see what teams are willing to kind of, meet him halfway to whatever that contract was with the Browns that they didn't want to go forward with. So, yeah, I still think there is a chance. I do think, though, that some of these moves that we saw in the draft and free agency kind of addressed the idea that, maybe Sheldon Richardson doesn't come back. And now you've got a guy like Tommy Togiai who you could plug in there. You've got Tack McKinley. You've got a rotation. You've got Andrew Billings coming back. I think everybody forgets last year that, he optioned out of the season because of COVID-19, and he's going to be back. A pretty substantial free agent signing for the Browns last year. So I think there's still a chance with Sheldon. I'd really like to see Sheldon come back. I think those of us in the media really grew to admire him, I'll say, because he went about his job. He seemed to be a real team player. It seemed like everybody liked him in the locker room, and I think that's an important piece. I think I think you see that with all three major sports here in town, is that you've got to have those locker room or clubhouse guys that are leaders, and I think Sheldon Richardson was that for the Browns last year.